So we have studied about point masses nama. Now we are studying about moment of inertia of extended bodies, that is rigid bodies. Okay ma? So see ma, here for point mass what is the moment of inertia? I is equal to mr square, no? Clear no ma? Similarly this is a rigid body. Okay ma? Some irregular shaped rigid body. Now for this rigid body, if it is rotating about this axis, this is the axis of rotation, about this axis this body is rotating. అర్థమవుతుంది కదా? ఈ యాక్సిస్ చుట్టూ ఈ బాడీ రొటేట్ అవుతూ ఉంది అనుకోండి. Then how can I calculate its moment of inertia? You do very simple thing, you take a small dm. What is a dm? Small differential mass. Okay ma? And this differential mass is present at how much distance? At a distance of r. Then what is the moment? This behaves like a point mass, no? This is a small particle which I have taken, it behaves like a point mass. So therefore I will write dm is what? Dm is a point mass. Understood no ma? Now for point masses what is the moment of inertia? mr square. So di, what is di? Small moment of inertia because of small mass. ఈ చిన్న మాస్ వల్ల చిన్న moment of inertia. How much it is mr square? What is the mass of this body? dm. And what is its perpendicular distance? r. So small moment of inertia because of small body is dm into r square. Understood? Now if I want a total moment of inertia, then what I have to do? Just integrate on both sides. Integration is nothing but addition, no ma? So you find the moment of inertia of all the point masses, add all of them, then you will get total moment of inertia, no? So how many dms are present? Millions and millions of dms are present. So find out moment of inertia of all of them, add all of them, then you will get the total moment of inertia. That process is also called as integration. Aa process name antam manamu integration ani kuda antam. So integration of di is integration of dm into r square. So differentiation, integration get cancelled, no ma? So I is equals to integration of dm into r square. So this is the equation to calculate moment of inertia of extended bodies. Understood no? Let us do a small example ma. Okay, see. So this is a ring. We know what is meant by ring, no ma? Ring which we wear to our fingers. This is a ring. Let the total mass of the ring is m and total radius is r. And axis of rotation is present here. This is called central axis also. Okay ma? So around this axis this disc should rotate. Sorry, this ring should rotate. So what is this one? This is called as axis of rotation. Understood no? Then in this condition how can I calculate moment of inertia of this ring? ఈ రింగ్కి moment of inertia నేను ఎలా ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయాలి చెప్పండి. అప్లై దిస్ కాన్సెప్ట్ హియర్. ఫస్ట్ ఏం చేయాలి? టేక్ ఎ స్మాల్ dm. Understood no ma? So here also what I will do, I will take a small differential mass dm. Understood no? Now this dm behaves like a point mass. It behaves like a point mass. చిన్న మాస్ తీసుకుంటే అది పాయింట్ మాస్ లాగే బిహేవ్ చేస్తుంది కదా. So this is a point mass. Now this point mass is present at how much distance? At radius. It is present at radius only. So therefore what is the small moment of inertia? di is equals to dm into r square. That's all, no? So that is the small moment of inertia because of the small mass. Now if I want a total moment of inertia, integrate on both sides. Same concept. Are you able to understand? So therefore integration and differentiation will get cancelled. So therefore I is equals to integration of dm into r square. Understood no ma? Now see ma, here if I take one more dm, ఇక్కడ ఇంకొక dm తీసుకున్నాను అనుకోండి. If I take one more dm, this dm is also present at the same distance from the axis of rotation. ఈ dm కూడాను యాక్సిస్ నుంచి ఎంత డిస్టెన్స్లో ఉంటుంది? This is also, this is capital R ma, dm into capital R square. Clear, no? Okay, ma? Now this dm is also present at same distance, no? Are you able to understand? So this is also present at a distance of r. It means that for every dm, r value, is it a constant? అర్థమవుతుందా ఎలా ప్రొసీడ్ అవుతున్నామో? సో ఇవన్నీ సరదాగా చేసేయాలి మీరు. ఇదేందో ఐఏఎస్ లెవెల్ క్వశ్చన్ల మాత్రం చూస్తూ ఉన్నాను నేను. సో యువర్ బ్రెయిన్ షుడ్ బి సో మెచ్యూర్, దీస్ థింగ్స్ షుడ్ బికమ్ వెరీ ఈజీ ఫర్ యూ. ఓకే, సో లిసన్ కేర్ఫుల్లీ. ఫర్ ఎవ్రీ డిఎం ఆర్ వాల్యూ ఇస్ రిమైనింగ్ సేమ్. సో దేర్ ఫోర్ కెన్ ఐ సే ఆర్ ఈజ్ ఎ కాన్స్టెంట్? For every dm, r is a constant only, no? So take r out of the integration. So therefore, how can I write? I can write I is equals to, because r is a constant, I am taking r square to be common, and integration of dm. Okay. So integration of dm means what? Dm means small mass. Integration of dm means addition of all the masses. Integration means addition. How many dm's are present? Many dm's are present. So if you add the mass of all the dm's, then what you will get? You will get total mass of the ring. And what is the total mass of the ring? Capital R. So integration of dm means capital M. So therefore I is equals to r square into capital M. So I is equals to mr square. So this is the moment of inertia of a ring. Understood, Nama? So for point mass also mr square only, no? For ring also moment of inertia is mr square only. Are you able to understand how we are doing? Understood, Nama? So this is how we can calculate moment of inertia of an extended body by using the concept of calculus. Fine? That's it. Make a note up to here. We are calculating the moment of inertia of rigid body. And what is the rigid body? Here we are using thin rod. So this is a thin rod, length of the rod is L, mass of the rod is M, and it is rotating about which axis? It is rotating about this axis. Are you able to understand, Nama? It means that this is the axis of rotation and rod is present like this. Understood, no? So around this axis rod is rotating like this. Are you able to understand? In that condition, what will be the moment of inertia? So let us. So what is the equation to calculate moment of inertia for rigid bodies, ma? So I is equals to integration of dm into r square. This is the equation, no? So what I will do, first I will take small dm. First I will take a small dm, small differential mass, whose mass is a dm. Are you able to understand, ma? And see, ma, here mass is distributed in length only, no? In the case of a rod, mass ఎలా distribute అయి ఉంటుంది? Along the length. If length increases, mass of the rod also increases. So therefore let us consider for this small point mass, the length of this small dm which I have taken, let it be dx. Okay, ma? Small length is dx. And this dx is present at how much distance? It is present at a distance of x, perpendicular distance of x from the axis of rotation. Mass of the rod is dm, length is dx, and this dm is present at a distance of x. Therefore what is the moment of inertia? I is equals to integration of dm multiplied by x square. That's all. For a point mass, moment of inertia mr square only, no? What is the mass of this body? dm. What is the distance of that body? x square. Are you able to understand? So therefore what I got here, I got I is equals to integration of x square into dm. This is the answer which I got. But can I integrate x with respect to dm? Integration of x square dx is possible. Okay. So if I had equation such that I is equals to integration of x square into dx, then I can do this one. This is x cube divided by 3. I could have done like this. Understood? But I am supposed to integrate x square with respect to dm. dm to integrate cheyali. Mass is not a constant. ఒకటే mass ఉంది, కానీ x value is different. No? For example, if you take 1 dm here, understood, no? dm is okay, but distance is different. No? So x value you cannot take out of the integration like we have done in ring. In ring what we have done, for every dm x is same, no? Because that is how ring is present. For every dm x is same. So we have taken x out of the integration and we have done the calculation. But aa pappali ikkada udakavu anamata. Here we cannot do like that because for individual dm distances are different. So therefore what I am supposed to do is, you convert this dm in terms of x. Are able to understand ma? Ee dm ne em cheyali nenu x form lo convert cheyali. How is it possible? Can you say? How can you convert dm in terms of dx? Then only I can integrate it, otherwise I cannot integrate. ఇప్పటికి 190 సార్లు చేసినాం ఈ మోడల్స్. చెప్పండి, హౌ కెన్ ఐ రైట్ dm ఇన్ టర్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ dx? అట్లా వినడం అట్లా ఉంది. కొంచెం స్టోరేజ్ కూడా పెట్టండి. ఫ్లూయిడ్ మెకానిక్స్లో పైప్ గురించి చదువుతాం అనమాట. పైప్లో స్టోరేజ్ ఉండదు. ఒక వైపు నుంచి 2 లీటర్ల వాటర్ వస్తూ ఉంటుంది ఒక సెకండ్కి. ఆ వైపు కూడా ఖచ్చితంగా 2 లీటర్ల వాటర్ బయటికి వెళ్ళిపోతూ ఉండాలి. మళ్ళీ తగలయ్యా కొంచెమన్నా స్టోర్ చేసుకోండి. హౌ కెన్ ఐ రైట్ dm ఇన్ టర్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ dx? dx by Sima. dm can be written as dx by L multiplied by capital M. ఇలా రాసుకోవచ్చు అని ఇప్పటికే 100 సార్లు చెప్పింటాను నేను. వాట్ ఈస్ dx? స్మాల్ లెంత్. వాట్ ఈస్ L? టోటల్ లెంత్. Small length by total length, fraction of length. Fraction multiplied by total mass, fractional mass. Understood, no? If x value increases, dx value, total mass also increases, no? Mass of that component also increases, no? So mass is distributed in length. Mass dentlo distribute ayindi, mass is distributed in length of the body. So dx by L, fraction of length. Fraction multiplied by total mass, fractional mass. Understood, no? That's it. So therefore here what I will do, I will write I is equals to integration of x square, and instead of dm what I can write I can write dx by L multiplied by capital M. Clear, no? So m is a constant, L is also a constant, so take them out of integration. So I is equals to m by L integration of x square into dx. Okay, now x has converted into dx, no? Are able to see the difference? Here I am integrating x square with respect to dm, which is impossible. But here integration of x square with respect to dx, now it is possible. Are able to understand? So, and what are the limits of integration, ma? ఈ రాడ్ని ఎక్కడి నుంచి ఎక్కడి వరకు ఇంటిగ్రేట్ చేయాలి? 0 to L. Integration means what? Find moment of inertia of this dm. Find moment of inertia of this dm. Find moment of inertia of this dm. Say take all dm's and add them. That is total moment of inertia, no? So it means I should start from here and I should end up to here. So throughout the rod I want additions of dm's, no? So integration limits are 0 to L. అంతే కదా, స్టార్టింగ్ నుంచి ఎండింగ్ వరకు అన్ని డిఎమ్స్ యాడ్ చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్ళాలి. అడిషన్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్. సో లిమిట్స్ ఆర్ ఫ్రమ్ 0 to L. అండర్స్టూడ్ నో? So therefore if I do this calculation, what I will get, I is equals to m by L integration of x square is x cube divided by 3. Clear, no? Limits are applied from 0 to L. So I is equals to m by L multiplied by L cube divided by 3. So I is equals to 1 by 3 ml square. Okay, ma? So I is equals to ml square divided by 3. So that is the condition. Understood, Nama? So therefore what is moment of inertia of a rod when axis is present at one end of the rod? Formula is ml square divided by 3. Understood now how we are doing? So this is how we can use integration, and based on how we do this calculation, questions can be asked, even in NEET examination also. Okay, but you will not be asked to find out moment of inertia of a solid sphere. So like this kind of integrations you cannot find. Understood, no? Simple calculations he will give and he will ask you to find out the total moment of inertia, and this is the method which you have to adopt. Okay, that's it. So Okay. So let us see moment of inertia of some common bodies. So first one, body, point mass. Okay. So point mass axis about any axis. About any axis. Clear now? What is the moment of inertia point mass? mr, where r is the perpendicular distance from the axis of rotation. Understood no? Second one. So second one, which one shall I take? Rod. Okay, this is a rod. And axis is present here. Clear no? So axis at one end of rod. Sima, moment of inertia depends on distribution of mass also, no? So therefore, axis is very important. Where is the location of axis? Moment of inertia changes according to axis. If you change the axis, moment of inertia also will change because distribution of mass changes, no? Okay. So for this rod, what is the moment of inertia? ml square divided by 3. Just now we have calculated, no? Third one. So again same rod, but we are taking at the center. Axis of rotation is present at the center of the rod. So axis perpendicular to rod and passing through center of mass. Where is the position of the axis, Axis is passing through center of mass of the rod and it is perpendicular to the axis of rotation. Clear, no? Sorry, that's it. So therefore in this condition it is ml square divided by 12. That is the moment of inertia. Next, fourth one. So ring. So central axis. Central axis. What is meant by central axis? This is the ring, So axis is like this. So about this axis, ring is rotating. And this axis also we can call it as central axis. Axis passing through center of mass of the rod. Understood, no? And for ring already we calculated, no? Moment of inertia is how much? mr square. Just like a point mass. Ring always behaves like a point mass. Ring denla behave chestundi, point mass lagane behave chestundi. Clear, ma? We will write one more. Disk. Okay, ma? And we know what is meant by disk, no? CDs are examples of disk. And let axis is central axis itself. Then moment of inertia is half mr square. Okay? So let us take one more body. Let us take a hollow sphere. Hollow sphere. Okay? So axis through any diameter. Axis is any diameter. Are you able to understand, ma? So then it is 2 by 3 mr square for hollow sphere. Hollow sphere mean no? Tennis ball, plastic balls, where mass is distributed only on the surface area. Mass is not present in the volume. That is called as a point mass. Hollow sphere. So next, sixth one, solid sphere. Seventh one, solid sphere. And solid sphere means we know, no, cricket ball is an example of a solid sphere. About any diameter if you take through any diameter, then its moment of inertia is 2 by 5 mr square. Clear, no? See, if you observe here, if mass and radius are same, then whose moment of inertia is greater in a hollow sphere and solid sphere? Hollow is greater. 2 by 3 mr square is bigger, no? When compared to 2 by 5 mr square. Clear, no? Next, eighth one. So, hollow cylinder. Hollow cylinder. central axis. Okay, we know what is meant by hollow cylinder, no? Gas cylinder is an example of a hollow cylinder, no? Okay, so for this one, moment of inertia axis is, this is the axis, central axis. If it is rotating about this axis, then what is its moment of inertia? Moment of inertia is mr square. Okay, so for hollow cylinder also, moment of inertia is mr square. How can you say? For ring also mr square, for point mass also mr square, for a hollow cylinder also it is mr square only. How we can justify this reason? We can see here. So what is a hollow cylinder? You take one ring, on this ring you place one more ring, on this ring you place one more ring, on this one you place one more ring. So if you are placing 100 rings one above the other, it will become a hollow cylinder only, no? అర్థమవుతుంది కదమ్మా? ఒక రింగ్ తీసుకున్నాము, రింగ్ పైన రింగు, రింగు పైన రింగు, 100 రింగులు ప్లేస్ చేస్తాం, అదేమవుతుంది? అది it becomes a hollow cylinder. That's it, no? So for moment of inertia of a ring, what is the formula? mr square. For second ring, mr square. Third ring, mr square. Fourth ring, mr square. Total mass, if it is m, then formula is mr square. So therefore for a hollow cylinder also, moment of inertia remains to be mr square for same equation of point mass. Are you able to understand? That's it. Next, ninth one, solid cylinder. Now anybody, can you say what can be the moment of inertia of a solid cylinder? Half mr square. Why half mr square? So for a disc it is half mr square, no? So what you do is, you take one disc, on this disc you place another disc, another disc, another disc, you are placing 100 discs. So if you are placing disc over the other, another disc over the other, then it becomes a solid cylinder. Okay, ma? And for disc, what is the moment of inertia? Half mr square. So if total mass is m, then for this one also, and what is the axis? Central axis. So it is again half mr square. Understood, no? That's it. So this is how you can remember moment of inertia of some bodies. Okay? So if you are placing rings one above the other, it will become a hollow cylinder. Discs, if you are placing one above the other, then it becomes a solid cylinder. Fine? Make it. So these are some additional bodies which you should remember. SIMA. So this is a solid cylinder. We know what is meant by solid cylinder. No? And axis is not passing through the central axis. So axis is perpendicular to the length of the cylinder. If this is the cylinder, axis is like this, perpendicular to the length of the cylinder, and it is passing through the center of mass. Then the equation is m into L square by 12 plus R square by 4 for solid cylinder. For hollow cylinder, instead of R square by 4, I have to write R square by 2. Okay? And this is a triangular plate. And in this triangular plate, axis, when it passes through the center of mass of the triangular plate. Triangular plate means this is a triangular lamina. I can call it Noma. Triangular lamina also I can call it as. Clear, no? Now axis is passing through where? Axis is passing through center of mass of the lamina, and it is parallel to the base. And if height of this lamina is h, then mh square by 80. Now this is also a lamina, but axis is parallel to the base. Axis is on the base itself. This is the axis. Then the formula is mh square by 6. And hollow cone which is hollow. And it doesn't depend on height of this cone. Moment of inertia doesn't depend on height of the cone. It depends only on radius of the cone. Base has some radius, no? That radius. So axis passing through the tip and through the base. Then what is the formula? It is half mr square for hollow cone. And for a solid cone it is 3 by 10 mr square. So these are some of the very important moment of inertia for rigid bodies which you must remember. That's it. Here, SIMA. This is a uniform rod. Okay, mass of the rod is capital M, length of the rod is L. From where axis is passing through the center of the rod and it is perpendicular to the length of the rod. Then in this condition, what is the moment of inertia? I is equal to ml square divided by 12. Just we have written the equation, ml square by 12. Okay. Now what I do is, above this rod, if I place one more rod, okay ma? On this rod I am placing one more rod of same length. Okay. Now if total mass is m, then what will be my formula for moment of inertia? Can you see? On this rod I am placing one more rod. Understood, no? And axis is passing through the second rod also. Now what will be my equation for moment of inertia? ml square by 12. Nothing will change. Nothing will change. Moment of inertia remains to be ml square by 12. But here m is the mass of single rod. This is the mass of all the rods, two rods. Why moment of inertia equation is not changing, ma? Because distribution of mass is not changing. No? Mass distribution lo emanna variation unda? Mass is distribution along the same axis. So moment of inertia equation also does not change. Understood? No? Now what I do is, on this rod I place one more rod, and below this rod I place one more rod, and again I place some more rods. So I am placing many rods like this, and through every rod axis is passing. Through every rod axis is passing. If mass of the total system is again m, then what is the moment of inertia? Then also moment of inertia remains to be ml square by 12. Mass of single rod, mass of two rods, mass of many rods. But formula does not change. Okay. So if you are placing some 20 rods like this, now what is the shape of this body, ma? This has converted into, this is now a lamina. This has become a lamina, no? Are you able to understand, no? If all the rods you are placing one over the other, finally it will become a sheet. Sheet avutundi kada? Because what kind of rods we are taking? Thin rods. Thin rods. Thickness is almost 0. Are you able to understand? So all these rods, combination of rods, they behave like a lamina. And what is meant by lamina? Where only mass is distributed in area, mass is not distributed in volume. Length is there, breadth is there, thickness is not there. That is called a lamina, no? Or you can say thickness is very small. That is called a lamina. Okay, ma? So therefore, now here L means what? L means this length, no, ma? L means this length. So are we concerned about this height? In formula, h is it present? H is not there. So whatever may be the length of the lamina, we take only perpendicular distance. Perpendicular to what? Perpendicular to axis. Axis ki perpendicular distance తీసుకుంటాం. ఈ length తో పని లేదు. Are you able to understand? So therefore, if I draw a lamina here, are you able to understand, ma? What is this body? This is a lamina. And if this is the axis of rotation, okay? So if lamina is rotating like this, so if length of the lamina is L, height of the lamina is h, then what is its moment of inertia? Total mass, let it be m. Then what is its moment of inertia, ma? ml square divided by 12. That's it. Understood, no? So write down here. So this body, this combination of rods, it behaves like a lamina. Okay, ma? So here, combination of rods is behaving like what? Behaving like a lamina. Understood, no, ma? So therefore, and what is the another note point here I have to take? We are not concerned about the length parallel to axis of rotation. So which is the length which is parallel to the axis of rotation ma? Axis of rotation ki parallel ga unna length edi h. So we are not concerned about h. We are concerned about only which distance? Perpendicular distance to axis of rotation. Axis ki perpendicular ga unna length tone pani manaku. Is it clear? That's it. Make a note up to here. Understood now? So therefore, how can I do this calculation? Time అయిపోయిందా? So remember up to here, ma.